Sadhananda, go ahead.
Pranam Swamiji. This was, Swamiji in one satsang had said that the ultimate service you can do to your parents is to bring them for this IA, because being in Varanasi. And till then, my mom was not at all connected to you. They were actually, my family was not very, mildly put, not in favor of us following you or having a daughter in the Gurukul or any of those activities. So that was a bit of a struggle that had been going on for a while. But that day, one day, so I just, it was a Sunday, I think we were at the center, and we said, okay, we just have to make this happen. So I just called her up, and instead of going with the approach like, oh, Haridwar, Swamiji said, it'll be the best thing for you, etc., I was just talking to her, and I said, you're coming. And the next thought that come up is, look, this is the time you'll get to spend with your grandchildren. So the angle, or the perspective which was listening to her was that she'd been talking about that for a long time, that she's not getting to spend time with the grandchildren at all. Of course, with Shambhava being in the Gurukul and we not going very often to meet them with the younger one. So that's what came out, saying here, 21 days we are going to be here. Just come and, you'll get to spend time with them as well and see them. And that's what actually made it all happen. So for me, it was more of, it's like, don't go in with the preset agenda other than holding that space. I'm holding the space for her to come. And the right answer came up during the conversation. When I picked up the phone and called, I wasn't sure how I was going to talk to her. But it just came because I really was able to connect to her on that call and saying, yes, this is what will help change her. And of course, it had been a fabulous experience for her after coming. So thank you, Swamiji. Yeah.
Come on.
So also having great experience learning and enriching Swamiji, especially in the last months this year when the inner awakenings are happening 1 month after another. And I was in the last 2 inner awakenings in February and March and came back early April. And basically we were trying to enrich as many people to the inner awakening in Varanasi as every time. And we only had 3 weeks to make it happen. And in the past, usually when I was enriching people for inner awakening, I had so many patterns like, they need more time to learn about Swamiji. They need more time to be convinced about enlightenment being the ultimate reality. They need more time to obtain money and stuff like that. But actually what happened when I came in April, and I realized that there is no obstacle, if I don't have any obstacle, in creating the reality, there will be no obstacle. And basically the group that came here to May are completely new to Swamiji, except for one lady. She already knew Swamiji for a while. But the 5 ladies are completely new, and they actually didn't know him for over a month. And just by enriching them, calling them and speaking into their listening, when I didn't have any preconceptions that they won't be able to do it, simply they converted within 2 days and said, yes, we're going. And actually the fastest...
Listen, these are all some of their personal experiences when they speak into others listening, where they are not able to speak into others listening. That is where exactly they are stuck with their own ideas also, with their own incompletion. So complete. When you are able to penetrate that blockage inside you, you will simply be able to speak into the other person's listening. Same way, wherever you are blocked, you will not be able to penetrate more than that in the other person. Where if you can speak into the other person's listening, you will see your block, that doubt, incompletion will suddenly melt down. You will become clear. How many of you had that experience here? When you are able to clarify others, suddenly your doubts got melted down. Raise your hand. Actually, just this one process, if you internalize completely, you will not struggle to train yourself, raise yourself, elevate yourself, keep yourself in perpetual completion, because you know how to speak into your listening. It is your inability to speak into your listening that leads to powerlessness and makes you to live with incompletions and put up with incompletions. How many of you understand that? Clear? So ability to speak into your listening and ability to speak into others' listening is a virtuous circle. Understand? One feeds into another. Another feeds into another. You cannot just develop 100% speaking into your listening. You cannot just develop 100% speaking into others' listening. What has to be done? One has to feed the other. One has to feed the other. One has to feed the other. That is why I tell you, people who don't enrich, cause others reality, after the IA, I have seen they slowly forget. It's like their kundalini is going back to sleep by pulling the blanket up. How sometimes you wake up morning 3:30, go to bathroom and come back and pull the blanket up again and sleep. You want this inner awakening to be, you want this 21-day program to be wake up call or awakening. Then you have to decide whether it is going to be an awakening for you and your kundalini. See, enriching keeps you, enriching makes you constantly speak into your listening, keeps this context alive in your life. Go on causing your reality and others' reality. How many of you understand? That is why I am telling you, form your teamily. Go on causing their reality. One more thing. Don't try to push yourself or push others always towards ultimate reality. Help them to cause what they want as reality first. Then naturally they will beautifully blossom and open for you. Then speak into their listening. Inspire them about ultimate reality. Understand? Whenever you cause their reality, even if it is just a job or a health or anything, the way you cause their reality, your love comes from ultimate reality. So even though it is sugar coated, the medicine goes inside them. When your love, which comes from the ultimate reality, gets into their system, even to cause their ordinary reality of having a cup of tea, the tea will not just go inside and keep quiet. I always tell people, my prasad, once it goes inside your system, will not keep quiet, it will get you to me. It's my representative. Understand? The same way, even if you cast the reality of just them having one cup of tea, because the love and the decision and the context comes from the ultimate reality, naturally they will start opening themselves for ultimate reality. How many of you understand this? Getting it?